Here's another 3 versus 3 31K battle. This was a Brotherhood clan hosted battle. This is the 6th one I've been in, and I do like playing in these large money battles. This time I took the Seleucids, which it's the first time in 31K that I chose a pike faction. I have 10 of the Silver Shield pikemen and 4 Silver Shield legionaries and 6 units of cataphracts. My teammates for this battle are Legio, who is playing as the Julii. He's got the standard all Praetorian army, 6 units of Praetorian cav, and the rest are Praetorian legionaries. And on the other side is SOA INDI, who is also playing as the Julii, and he also has 6 Praetorian cav, and the rest of his army are Praetorian infantry. And across from me directly right now is Legion 22 of the BH clan. He's got 2 units of levy pikemen out in front of his army on loose formation, and the rest of his infantry are royal pikemen. And behind the royal pikemen, Legion has some Cretan archers and generals, armored bodyguards. He had more than one. I think he had 2 of them. And playing as the Britons is Spartan Commander. He has looks like 10 units of Oathsworn heavy infantry and 5 units of head hurlers, and his cav is British chariots, the heavy chariot kind. He didn't take any archers. And the 3rd BH member is playing as the Scipii Romans. His army is hidden out here. This is ICARUS, and his army were all Praetorians, infantry and cavalry. So I'll start this and let the game run. Game lags a bit, as these big money battles tend to do. At the beginning I wasn't sure what to do. Me and my teammates, which is usually what happens when I play these 31K battles, I end up playing with people I haven't played before, and we tend to not communicate. So I was just kind of sitting here as Legio moved his Praetorian infantry over in front of my infantry. So I took that to mean that he wanted to go against Macedon. So I sat there and let him do it. On the other side, INDI is kind of staying still. He's keeping his army hidden. And Spartan Commander is moving his army to the center of the BH clan battle line. ICARUS is over there as the Scipii Romans. So just remember, the red Romans are the good guys and the blue Romans are the bad guys. So this is Legio moving up his Praetorians. Looks like he has a slight hill advantage here to go up against the Macedonians of Legion 22. The Scipii are moving in on this side, so I moved my pikemen and legionaries to guard the left of Legio's army. But the battle's already started here. With Legio, he didn't throw any pila, no javelins, he just moved in to attack the levy pikemen. I think he's saving his javelins for the royal pikemen. So that charge of Praetorians damaged the levy pikemen, but they didn't break. They're still in the fight. And over here, I'm doing a charge with my cataphracts. So I'm really good at misusing my cav and throwing them away early in battles. And that's what's happening here. ICARUS countercharged with his Praetorian cav and then pulled them back. And then INDI came in with his Praetorian cav to join my cataphracts. And now he's withdrawing his cav as the Scipii are doing another countercharge. So I lost, I think 2 cataphracts routed in that exchange, and I don't think we did really a whole lot of damage. But now our armies are all linked on the battlefield, side by side in a kind of awkward battle line. Spartan commanders Brits are moving around in the forest there to the left. Trying to flank the Julii. Now the Julii cav is moving over there to guard the left side of the battle line, and I'm moving my cataphracts that way also. I only have 5 cataphracts now, as I lost 1 in all the charging. But the Julii cav charged right through the British battle line, and I also charged my cataphracts into the Oathsworn. And I managed to rout 1, which was bad because when I see a unit rout, instead of cutting my losses and pulling out, I tend to charge ahead and try to do more. And I did rout a second Oathsworn, but now those chariots are coming in behind our battle line and attacking us from behind, which is bad. I made another mistake here with my cav. Instead of going back and killing all these head hurlers back here, I attempted to attack the British battle line from behind, and I didn't really rout any of them. I just lost all my cataphracts. So those head hurlers are going to do a lot of damage to my army later, as well as to the Julii army. Over on the right side, Legio and Legion 22 are still fighting it out in a 1v1. Though Legio is sending all of his Cretan archers to attack my army from behind. And over here I allowed my teammate INDI to be surrounded, and his entire Praetorian infantry are, there goes his general, are mass routing. So the Julii on the left side are almost completely annihilated. I think he still has some cav over there. And I'm moving in my Seleucid pikemen and legionnaires to this flank. And this cav is not INDI's cav, it's Legio's cav. So he's fighting a one-on-one infantry battle on the right side and using his cav to try and counter-rout a mass number of the enemy infantry. But that charge failed. He lost 2 of his Praetorian cav and didn't really do a whole lot of damage to the enemy.
Your general has thrown away his life and now feeds the carrion birds. His men may soon be bird feed too.
So right here my Seleucids are almost completely surrounded. We're fighting in 2 directions, as we have the Cretan archers, which I think are out of arrows, attacking on one side. On the other side we've got Praetorian infantry, and the Oathsworn are moving into a better position to attack from what was the rear of our battle line. And over here, these infantry belong to INDI, and they're pretty much abandoning their Seleucid allies to go help their fellow Romans on this side of the battlefield. So it just goes to show you, you cannot trust Romans if you're Greek, ever. So their INDI loses 1 Praetorian on contact. And INDI's 2nd Praetorian unit routs. Legio loses a Praetorian in there also. And Spartan commander sent some chariots in there.
Great God be praised! The enemy general is killed! Fear makes a home.
But the 1 versus 1 continues over there on that side. And over here my My silver shields are completely surrounded now. Fighting in all directions. They're starting to rout. There's 2 pikemen that routed over there. And I still got more pikemen fighting in this pocket here. Looks like all my legionaries are gone. These are all just Seleucid pikemen. Or there's one of my legionaries that survived, attacking these Cretans.
Your allies are running away! I have no more stomach for this fight!
This is Spartan commander's Oathsworn, and a unit of ICARUS's Praetorians attacking my pikemen on this side. They're doing a war cry. Over here, ICARUS pulled his infantry back and reset them for another charge. I moved my pikemen in a position where they're back to back now. So we're fighting in both directions, but this unit of Praetorians snuck into the middle. So I've got 2 pikemen here and 2 pikemen there, and now more Oathsworn are flanking me, and there goes my general unit routing, and with that the rest of my pikes rout. So my army is pretty much dead. And the 1 versus 1 is still continuing over here. But it looks like the Macedonians are pretty much done. There are 3 royal pikes left, completely surrounded by Praetorians. The Macedonian general unit is routing.
This is no way for a leader to behave, but in battle it is beyond. The gods be praised! The enemy general is dead!
And now the rest of the Macedonians rout. So Legio wins the 1 versus 1 on this side of the battlefield. And he's got a pretty healthy number of Praetorian infantry left, but all of his cav is dead.
The enemy show their true virtue. They are not soldiers, only frightened rabbits running from our men.
I think ICARUS ran over trying to save those Macedonians and keep them in the game, but it was too late. Now everybody is resetting and preparing for the final battle. Looks like the BH have a slight hill advantage here. Legio is on the low ground. So there's the Praetorians of Legio versus the Praetorians of ICARUS. And moving around over here are some head hurlers that I don't believe have any heads left, and Oathsworn. So the Brits are still in it, and I still have 1 unit of silver shield pikemen that came back from routing. ICARUS also has one cav unit, one unit of Praetorians behind Legio's army. It's like Legio's army is in much better shape. He's got some units that are warmed up and at least two that are fresh, whereas ICARUS's army is exhausted or very tired. Same thing for Spartan Commander's army. So I sent my pikemen to attack Spartan Commander's Oathsworn because Legio requested that I do so, but almost on contact they routed. They only managed to kill this one Oathsworn, and they're not going to come back from routing now. So now Legio should attack first because his army is fresher, and by waiting, the BH will only get stronger as their men rest, and he's going to go ahead and do that. So now it's Praetorian on Praetorian, brother on brother. And ICARUS still had some Pila left. He threw a volley of Pila into this unit here, which routed them. So now Legio only has one unit of Praetorian to go against all these British troops. But the British troops are really tired. And they're going to mass rout.
The enemy show their true virtue. They are not soldiers, only frightened rabbits running from our men. The enemy general is running away.
And there you see Legio's Praetorians overcome the Praetorians of ICARUS. And that's the end. This was a really fun battle to be in, though I really sucked right from the start, misusing my cataphracts. I got a healthy number of kills still, 1,400, almost 1,500. But Legio is the star of this battle with over 2,000 kills and with a good deal of men remaining at the end of the battle. Good game to everybody that was in this battle.